Zoro and Brook are going crazy against Emu and the giant demon army in Elbaph. It is insane. One Piece chapter 1173 is out, so let's go over it, bro. Oh my god, bro. The battle in Elbaph has finally started and it's heating up, bro. It's chaos everywhere, and we have Zoro and Brook going up against Emu and her demon giant armies. Bro, this is insane. Like, Brook is like actually the first straw hat like who has gone up against Emu. Like, can you imagine, bro? Like, this is insane. I can't wait to go over the chapter with you guys, bro. Like, I'm super hyped for this chapter, bro. Like, Elbaf is like, we're in the climax right now, bro. This is insane. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's go over the chapter from like beginning to the end. The title of the chapter is Generation of Warriors, and we'll find this out later what this actually means. It revolves around all the warriors in Elbaf trying to like combat the trying to counter the world government, Imu and the Holy Knights and the MMA Dream Monsters, you know. So in the cover story, in the cover request, we see Usopp and Chopper, and bro, like this is the cover story, bro. I don't know, bro. Like this is like Usopp's biggest moment in Elda so far. Like that's how I can like describe it, bro. Like look at bro, like he has like honey on his nose, and Chopper is like trying to like Chopper is looking at Usopp's nose with like really with a huge lust, you know. Like maybe Chopper will like pounce on it and just eat off Usopp's nose, bro. This is crazy, bro. Like Usopp, do something, bro. It's now or never for you, man. Lock in, brother, bro. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's start the chapter now. The chapter starts with exactly where we ended off in the last chapter, where we saw Zoro saying that he has a plan to counter the Domi Reversed Giants who are trying to kill Jarul. We saw Zoro, Hajruddin, and the other giants make their way towards to Jarul to protect him from the Domi Reversed Giants, Dory and Brogy. And we see Dory and Brogy are about to like kill Jarul, and they're about to charge at him, and Jarul is also like preparing to like fight them and counter them. And we see Hajruddin and Stanson going towards the place where Jarul is being attacked by the Dominator Giants. We see they're running, and as they're running, they ask like Zoro is like on Hajruddin's shoulder, you know. We see that they're asking Zoro like, "What's this plan of yours, Roronoa Zoro?" Zoro then like asks her like, I love this scene, bro. Like the way Zoro like asks for permission before like cutting loose, you know. Zoro says, "First things first, is it okay if I cut those guys down, bro?" Like like as you would imagine, bro. Like Zoro's plan has something to do with cutting and like destroying everything, you know, like with his sword slashing apart. And yeah, bro, like bro means business, bro. And we see Hajruddin saying that it is, but we are up against an entire giant warrior crew. And we see Sanson also saying that saving Elder Zoro is our top priority. But these warriors have all earned our respect. Try to spare their pride at least. So they know about they understand the situation, but they're still telling Zoro to like go easy on them, you know, like because at the end of the day, they're still the proud warriors from Elbaf who have like protected Elbaf all these years, you know. So even though they know the situation, but they're still like telling Zoro to like go easy on them as much as you can. And we see some other giants like have the Domri versus giants have like spotted Hajruddin and Stanson, and they're saying, and they're like really like get on their nerves, like Hajruddin and Stanson. And this the Domri versus giants say that, hey, did you finish your quest to unite all the giants of the world? Yeah, right. By now they have to know what that's never gonna happen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, those like Domri versus giants are like pissing off Hajruddin and Stanson, and that's the moment when Hajruddin and Stanson like both of them say at the same time, "Go for it, Roronoa." And Zoro says, "Okay, brothers, you got it." And as he says that, he lifts up from Hajruddin's shoulders, and we see Stanson and Hajruddin like getting hyped up to see Zoro in action. We see both of them like Zoro's plan is to like go go on jump on top of all the giants, like try to attack them from the above, you know. And we see Hajruddin and Stanson go on different directions and to surround the Domri versus giants so as not to get caught in between them, you know. So the way Domri versus works is that like if you get caught in between two like Domri versus affected giants, like if you get caught up in the middle ground, you have to touch the ground. That's the thing that I'm understanding. Like if you're standing in the ground in the middle of two Domri versus giants, you will get flipped and turned into a Domri versus version of yourself, you know. And we see Stanson and Hajudin circling around the giants and like trying to not get caught up, and they run away. And as Zoro like leaps from Hajudin's shoulder, he goes above all the Domi Reversed Giants, and this is really cool, bro. Like this choreography and sequence, bro. Toya are gonna cook with this sequence, right? I can just tell that. We see Zoro like jumping on top of all the Domi Reversed Giants' heads, and he's like leaping on top of all the giants, and he and to grab their attention first. And as soon as everyone like got their attention towards Zoro, that Zoro is like jumping on top of their heads. All the giants like look above, and they see like Zoro is on top of them, and these giants have no idea what's about to happen, bro. They don't know who this man is, bro. Like they say, above us, that puny human. And as they say that, we see Zoro charging up his attack, three sword style, Santurio, secret technique, and he uses crossing of the six paths, bro. Like this is insane. The scale and range of this attack, oh my goodness, bro. Like Zoro is on demon time in this chapter, bro. Like we see Zoro unleashing his attack, and he takes out all the Dominaria giants that were nearby where they were about to attack Zoro, and he takes it all out in one like crossing of the six paths attack, bro. Like this panel is so insane, bro. Like Zoro, we can also see black lightning from his swords coming off, so it does imply that he's using advanced Conqueror's Haki or Conqueror's Haki, you know. So and we see as soon as like Zoro takes up all the like fodder giants, I should say, because they're all like, we don't know who they are, like you can no names. We see Dory and Broggy also like notice Zoro, like, and they charge up at Zoro saying Roronoa, and as they try to attack Zoro, like Zoro is like in between Dory and Broggy, so and we see Zoro also saying Dory, Broggy, and as Dory and Broggy try to attack Zoro, Zoro uses his sword to like attack the air and uses it as a shockwave to like propel him downwards so as to avoid the attack of Dorian Broggy, you know. And as Dorian Broggy are on each side of Zoro, they as Zoro dodges their attack, they hit each other, Dorian Broggy, you know. This is insane. Like they like Broggy Dory like almost Dory hits Broggy's Broggy's left hand, and Broggy hits Dory's like cut, chest, bro. Like they like cut apart both of their like defenses. It's insane, bro. This panel is a really cool callback to the first clash between Dory and Broggy in Little Garden. So it's great to see that, and we see Zoro like looking in shock, like how Dory and Broggy attacked each other, and we see. I think, and I saw some people saying that there's a transition error here where Zoro like tried to attack Dory and Broggy, but he couldn't bring himself to attack them because he considers them as friends, and he didn't want to hurt them, so he just avoided their attack. But unfortunately, they hit each other accidentally, and that's why they like cut apart each other. And we see Jarul and Zoro, both of them are shocked, and in the silhouette we see Dory and Broggy blood spilling out as they cut each other apart. And yeah, bro, like I'm not sure if Domi Reversed gives you the healing ability, you know. Like I know it grants immortality, but regen, bro, I'm not sure, bro, because in God Valley we still don't have enough like like clues or hints or evidence to like go off with how Domi Reversed works, you know. So it's safe to say that, bro, Dorian Broggy might be really injured for the rest of the arc, and it might be over for them here, bro. Like I thought Dorian Broggy are gonna be like Zoro's like one of the main opponents here, you know. But it seems like Zoro like not Zoro like, but they just took themselves out like casually. But it's crazy, and we see, and I want to talk about this one panel here, bro. Like as you guys remember, Zoro said that he doesn't want to get caught between two Dominator versus Giants in the middle ground. But in this panel, bro, like Zoro like when he like uses his swords as a shockwave to propel himself downwards, bro, he could be like falling into the ground where Dorian Broggy are in the middle ground where Dorian Broggy are, and he might get flipped. And we also see the panel where Zoro is shocked. Like some people on Twitter I saw saying that there are like shadows wrapped around Zoro's chest, and Zoro has a shocking like expression. Like it might imply that Zoro might get a Domi Reversed, you know. Like it's a really like cool theory going around that Zoro might get Domi Reversed in Elbaph, because there is a high chance with IMU being in Elbaph, there is a high chance one of the Straw Hats does get Domi Reversed. And one of them, like, it has to be one of the strong ones, because otherwise it wouldn't make any like proper like tension or stake in the story, maybe. I don't think it's gonna be Luffy, bro. If Luffy gets Domi Reverse, it's over for Elbaf. So the safe thing to assume is Zoro might get Domi Reverse, and bro, it would be really cool. Just imagine, like, Zoro gets Domi Reverse and Sanji has to fight Zoro, bro. That would be super cool, bro. Like, and Sanji awakens his Conqueror's Haki during that fight. Oh my goodness, just imagine, bro. Like, yeah, we can just hope, bro. Like, but I hope nothing bad happens to Zoro. But it's insane, bro. There's a cool possibility to think about, but. Anyways, we then cut back to Branch 8 where Brook is, and we find out where Brook has been. So we were wondering where, in the end of last chapter, why Brook didn't like rescue the other Straw Hats. But here we see that Brook like actually like wasn't able to like cut himself of Gonko's arrows. Like Gonko's arrows are still like wrapping him, and he is just wiggling through like a caterpillar in the ground, and he's just like crawling through the ground and trying to make his way to where Gonko is. And we see Brook making his way, and he finally makes his way to where he can like see Imoku. What do you say? Yeah, this is gonna be hard to like go with it, but we're just gonna say Gonkomo, and Brook doesn't know that Gonko is being possessed by Emu. Brook has no idea. So we finally get the reveal of like Gonko's real name, and we thought Gonko was her real name, but it actually turns out that Gonko's real name is Princess Shuri, because as Brook sees Gonko from a distance, Brook calls out, "Princess Shuri, you there? Are you Princess Shuri?" So yeah, man, like Gonko's real name is Princess Shuri. This reveal is insane, and we see Imu like looking in surprise, like what is that guy saying? Like Imu has no idea what Brook is talking about. So and Gonko, we can see Imu's eyes, Imu's expression are like dot dot dot, like speech bubbles. It's insane, bro. Like Brook Brooke is also like shocked, like what is going on? Like Brooke never expected her to be here, and this is insane, bro. Like Imu, and this is the first time a Straw Hat has encountered Imu, bro. Like this is one of the like big moments in One Piece. Like it is not getting appreciated enough, I think, bro. Like because like a Straw Hat like finally going like, meeting the supreme ruler of the world, bro. Like this is insane, a huge moment. And we see Imu looking at Brook with surprise, and Brook says that I can't see how you could possibly be her. I'm certain it's impossible, but it's hard to deny you're her spitting image, so I have to make sure. And we see Gonko like still looking at Brook with perplex and shock, like, and Brook continues with his speech. Even if you aren't the princess, surely you must be of her blood. If the princess were alive today, she would be nearing 80 by now. Of course, she wouldn't recognize me given how much I've changed. Bro, like this is insane, bro. Like Gonko is actually a princess, and bro, we also get what her actual age would be if she was alive now. So we see, of course, she wouldn't given how much I've changed. And yet, those features, the blue hair, the mismatched eye color, and a connection to the Holy Land. Plus, you are fond of my music too, aren't you? Every single detail is a direct match. Princess Shuri. I had hoped, and here comes the biggest plot twist, the end of the chapter, bro. This is insane. I had Brute continues with his speech towards Gonkomo, and he says, I had hoped I would go the rest of my life without ever having to think about you again. I owed everything to the man whose life you took, my patricial princess. Bro, this is insane. And we see Gonko like, and when Brook finishes his like speech, Gonko like tries to like get back her mind from Imu's control, and we see Imu and Gonko having a inner monologue and inner struggle to like take control of Gonko's body, and we see Imu saying, Gonko, are thy memories beginning to return? And we see Gonko like struggling to get rid of Imu's control, and we see like Gonko like actually manages to like get rid of Imu's control, get free herself, and she says, Brook, you have to run. And Brook is shocked, like, huh? And we see like all the arrows, like Gonko like turns off all the arrow attacks all around the island, and we see all the straw hats are also like, because of this, the straw hats also get like the other straw hats when Walrus go, like Usopp, Nami, Robin, and Jinbei, and they all get freed because of this scene here, like Gonko like turns off her powers, and we also see the childrens are also like the arrows are also guiding the children, so the children are also shocked that the arrow is starting to like wiggle, like it's getting haywire, and we see Brook also gets free from his arrow wrappings, and we see Emu getting furious with Gonko. This panels are crazy. Like the way Emu's eyes are behind Gonko, it's trying to like take over her mind, bro. It's insane. Gonko says, Gonko, thou temptest to move of your thy own will. Emu says, Brook, I am like Gonko is like struggling to like get free of Emu's control, and we see like crazy, like this is insane. And we see Brook, even though he managed to like escape from the wrapping, his leg is still got his left leg still got stuck in it, and we see Brook, like this is insane. Like Brook is like furious. Like I've never seen Brook this mad, bro. Like Brook says, "Why did you tell me to run? I came to settle this matter. Now who are you, Claire?" And as Brook says that, Emu like takes full control of Gonko back again, and Emu charges towards Brook with her arrow or the fork type knife, and we see the Emu clashes with Brook, and Brook blocks Emu's attack, bro. Like this is insane, bro. Like Brook is the first Straw Hat to like go up against Emu, bro. Imagine, bro. No Luffy, not Zoro, not Sanji. No, who would have guessed, bro? Like Brook would be the first Straw Hat to like go up against Emu, and as Emu clashes with Brook, Brook blocks the attack of Emu's forked sword, and Emu says, "Shut thy mouth. Who art thou to Gonko?" So yeah, guys, let's go over this, bro. Like this is insane. So like as we thought, like Brook actually like the craziest part of the chapter is Brook actually hates Gunko. Like she never wanted to see her again. Like he just wanted to forget about her. And we see like I've never seen Brook this mad, bro. Like Brook is like he's not like shy away from any sort of challenge. Like he's him. Like first Big Mom and now like Emu, bro. Bro is not scared of anyone, man. You guys need to understand, bro. This is one of the craziest part of the chapter, bro. Like, and bro, like, oh my goodness. So yeah, so what happened is here, like Gonko like killed her own father, and Brook used to respect her father. So it was kind of a Shanks and Luffy type of relationship between Gonko's father and Brook used to respect that person. But Gonko for some reason killed her father, and that's why like Brook hates Gunko. And Brook always wanted to like forget about her, and like Brook didn't want to remember her at all. So it all makes sense now why Brook like never wanted to talk about her. And Brook, he actually came here to like settle the matter, and he wants the smoke, bro. He's ready for the fight. This is crazy, man. Like now I wonder like the situation about Brook and Gunko. Like did Gonko kill her father of his own free will? Like, I think it's another like Loki sort of situation, where like Gonko was like forced to like kill her father after she got possessed by Emo. Maybe it's a reverse of the Loki situation where Gonko was this time the one who got possessed by Emo, and Emo like used Gonko to kill her own father, and maybe like Gonko later like became Imu's servant to like protect her nation, like like so that Imu doesn't kill everyone in her nation, and that's why Gonko maybe have accepted to become Imu's servant. And yeah, it seems like Imu also wiped her memories, and Gonko is like slowly regaining her memories after Brook came and like is talking to Brook, is trying to talk to her. So this is crazy. So yeah, and Brook is gonna be a very important part, like going into the climax of the Elbaph battle. So Brook is one of the main. Brook might be the main Brook might be one of the main reasons why like Straw Hats are able to like get rid of Emu and escape from Elbaph safely. Because at this point, bro, like if Emu takes full control of Gonko, the Straw Hats are cooked, bro. No one's on the island able to like stop Emu. I don't think, bro. Like Emu went up against the 6 legends of the era, like Roger, Garp, Rocks, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, and tanked all of their attacks and survived like it's nothing, bro. Like and casually one-shotted Rocks and turned him into a Domi Reversed version. This is insane. So now I'm wondering, like, question is like, can like Emu Domi Reverse like other people? Like, what's the limitations and of Domi Reverse? We still don't know. Like there are some cool theories that Domi Reverse can be only used on people who are on their homeland. Like the way Emu lured Rocks into God Valley, and also the Emu was only able to like Domi Reverse Giants on Elbaph who Elbaph is their home. It's I'm really curious to see if Domi Reverse works on like the Straw Hats. Like maybe Brook gets turned, and bro, but still it's a massive Brook upscale, bro. Like blocking the attack of final villain, bro. Like like with a wooden shield. Oh my god, just hats off, Brook. Hats off. Like I'm super happy to see the Brook upskill this Brook love. It's finally great to see like some of the straw hats who didn't get their shine in the previous arcs finally get their moments. So yeah, Brook is gonna get his moments in this arc so much, bro. You can just tell. So the way I think it's gonna happen, bro, we're gonna get the Brook and Gunko flashback pretty soon. I think maybe next chapter we start with the Brook and Gunko flashback. So it would be cool, but I would love to see. I'm really hyped to see Brook and Gunko flashback. Maybe one or two chapters because that should be enough. Two chapters maximum. It should be enough, I think. Bro, like what more to say, bro? And yeah, we then cut back to branch 8 where Usopp's were near the library and school, and we see the Straw Hats are finally free from the Gunko's arrows because of Brook. You know the way Brook was able to distract Imu and like force Gunko help Gunko out of Imu's control. And we see Usopp like cheering on. Usopp is like delusional. He's saying my mind powers did the trick. You see, he thinks his powers did the trick, and that's why they got freed. And we see Jinbei as well. Like everyone's in like shock. Everyone is like finally happy, like they're free and they can finally join the action to save Elbaph. And we see Nami and Robin like planning to save the children. And we the thing is, Robin is still stuck because she was like wrapped around with Sommers thorns. So Robin is still the one tied up, but Nami, Jinbei, and Usopp are finally free. And bro, Usopp, lock in, brother. Bro, what are you doing, bro? Like he's like raising both of his hands, like he's like charging up invisible hockey, you know, towards where Imu or Gunko is. Like there's a MMA monster, and Brook and Usopp is like showing his like hands towards it, like it's using hockey or something, invisible hockey. It's crazy. Brook, lock in, brother. What are you doing? It's now or never, man. Like everyone is getting their shine, and it's only you, bro. Like we know Zoro's gonna get his moment. Zoro already got a moment in this chapter, and as we know, it will continue. Sanji will soon join the action, as we see. Like we also see Sanji arriving in the scene where the Straw Hats are, and we see Nami. Sanji says Nami Swan, and Sanji. We don't see Sanji in the chapter, but we see Nami. Nami finally like listens. Nami like heard Sanji's like Nami Swan, and Nami says Sanji-kun. So it's safe to assume Sanji is nearby, and he's gonna be there with the group soon, and he's gonna be joining the action. So yeah, next chapter might be, bro, Sanji might be in action next chapter. I'm super hyped for it, bro. Like as we know, there are many theories going around the community about Sanji like finally awakening Conqueror's Haki and Elbaph. So I'm super hyped to see that development, where that goes with. And bro, this is really insane. The Straw Hats are free. It's going crazy. The good guys are in a better position at the end of the chapter, I'm just gonna say, bro. Like, and we again then cut away to branch 8 near West Village, where we see Sommers and the children who are being like guided to the ship, Sommers and Colin are having a beef, you know. Like Sommers says, go, keep moving, you brats. And we see Colin like saying to Sommers, you're one of the demon elders Jarl mentioned, aren't you? We'll make you pay for this. Elbaph is really strong, you'll see. So it's great to see like Sommers like having an argument with like Scopper's child, you know. Like we know the history between Sommers and Sommers and Scopper. So it's like hilarious to see like Sommer like Sommers like having a trash talk with Colin, you know. And we then see that all the Sommers is on top of his like a thorn dragon, and he's like beside the children who are being guided. He's like carefully like watching the situation. And we also see that Killingham's dream monsters are all in the background. And so we see the ship, that the children are very close to the ship, and Sommers is like happy that he can finally like complete the mission and go back home. And all the children are like terrified of the situation, like this is the end, like they'll never be able to see their parents again, and they're like very panicking. And we see Sommers like talking on his talking to Killingham and Emu, bro. Like Emu is like distracted with Brook. Sommers doesn't know at this point, you know. Like this is crazy. And we see but we don't see Killingham in the chapter as well, so I was surprised where Killingham is. I'm hoping we're gonna see him next chapter because of what he's up to. But yeah, and like Sommers is on the phone talking to Killingham and asking what's going on with them, because Sommers is already near the ship and they're about to complete their mission to like kidnap all the children. and held them as leverage against Elbaf. And we see the children panicking as, and also in the meantime we see that the parents of the children, like the giant parents who are almost like close by the children, are about to like, they have come to like rescue the children and they're very close by. And Summers is like shocked, like how did they get here? And we see and Ripley and Oimo like charging towards them to help the childrens and all the other giant parents behind them. It's cool, bro. Like this scene is crazy, man. And as they are like charging up to save the children, we see the Nika dream monster like attack in between to like stop the parents like getting close to the children, Bro, this is insane. Out of all the like dream monsters, we're finally getting the Nika dream monster. It's cool to see, bro. And the children says the god of destruction, it's Nika. So Nika is using a sword, mind you, bro. Mihawk upscale. Bro, like the Mihawk fans are gonna go crazy with this, bro. Nika is using a sword. So it's crazy, bro. And we see the children is shouting, Mom, everyone run. From this Nika, don't be silly. And the moms, everyone, like the giant parents says, from this Nika, don't be silly. You're underestimating us. And we see a cool like combo attack from all the parents on the giant Nika MMA. And the Nika, Ripley hits a Nika with her axe on the chest. And they say, we come from a generation of warriors. So this is where the title of the chapter comes from. This is really cool to see all the parents like getting on action, and they're showing that they're no like pushovers. They can also like step up when they're needed, bro. And this is insane to see this, bro. Like Scopper knows, bro. Scopper's wife is Ripley for a reason, bro. She's strong, man. Like, so it's great to see Ripley finally in action. I'm also wondering where Frankie, Bonnie, and Lilith are. We also don't see them in this chapter, so I was surprised too about that. So I was thought the last time we saw them was with Ripley, but here we don't see them at all. In the last chapter as well, we didn't see Frankie, Ripley, and Frankie, Lilith, and Bonnie. And because, bro, Bonnie might be one of the key factors in Elbaph. As we know, she can actually like transform into a Nika form. So yeah, she could be very useful in this battle. So I'm really like hoping Bonnie gets into action very soon. And we see that all the children are shocked. Like the children are shocked by their parents. Like they didn't know their parents are so strong. And we see the Nika monster doesn't actually manages to recover from it, and Nika just continues to like continues to attack with the sword. And we also see in the meantime Rhodes' group with Gerd and Goldberg. They also make their way towards the children, and they are able to see the Nika monster from distance. And we see that as they're still far away, they decide to use a combo attack. Goldberg and Guard like charge up a combo attack, and then Rodo also joins in. So it's great to see. But Rodo, it is personal for him because Rodo's brother is also among one of the children who are being kidnapped. So Rodo also like says, "Wait, let me join in. I will save you, my little bro." So all three of them charge up their combo attack. Three generals, Gokuku sovereignty, and they blast an attack through the giant Nika like stomach, and it's crazy. And the Nika monster gets taken down and it flies towards Sommers. This is hilarious, bro. And as the Nika monster flies towards Sommers uses his club to like parry the Nika monster away. But as he does that, the Nika monster then crashes onto the freaking ship which they were about to use to like take the children away. So that's where the chapter ends, and we see Sommers' expression, bro. Like it is like, bro knows he messed up big time. Like IMU is gonna be pissed, bro. Like, and we see the ship sinking. This is crazy, bro. So yeah, the ship that they were about to use to take all the children from Elbaph to the Holy Land, like Sommers just blew up their whole plan. And like, bro, like how many L's is Sommers gonna take, bro? Like this man is hilarious, bro. We see Sommers' expression is, bro, this is hilarious, bro. The way Sommers reacts to it, bro. You can see the dread in his eyes. He knows, bro. His days are numbered. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. Imu got to be at this point like fed up with Sommers. I don't know, man. Like he is cooked, bro. Like he's cooked. So yeah, that's where the chapter ends, bro. I'm super hyped to see what happens with the next chapter because, and we still have no idea where Luffy and Loki are, bro. Like I don't know, man. Like it's been 2 chapters and we still have no clue where they are. Are they still fighting the Dragon monster? It can be, right? Like no way. The Dragon monster is giving so much trouble to Luffy and Loki. Like, as we saw, like, it should have, like, the way that Loki attacked the monster with his ice powers and Ragnar, it should have one-shot the Dragon Monster with ease, bro. That should be nothing, bro. Unless there is something else going on in the underworld, or maybe Luffy and Loki are got into a fight with each other, or maybe there is another third party that has come to Elbaph that is holding them back from going to the Sun Realm, or maybe they lost their way to and went up all the way to the Heaven Realm. So yeah, there is so many possibilities where Luffy and Loki have been, but I feel like Oda is like keeping them aside from the main action for a reason, because if they were to come to the main, like, if they were to arrive in the Sun Realm, like, they're gonna go straight to fight Emu, and Brook wouldn't have gotten his moment to shine with Emu. So yeah, I'm happy with that, but yeah, bro, like, it's kind of sus where Luffy and Loki are right now. So yeah, bro, like, next chapter, I'm super hyped to see, like, other Straw Hats get into the action and see Sanji, Usopp, like, bro, please, bro, like, do something. I want to see, like, every Straw Hat, like, if you, like, look carefully, every Straw Hat has gotten their moment in Elbaph. So yeah, I hope Usopp locks in, and Sanji, I think he's gonna go up against Sommers now, but Sommers, bro, he's gonna catch another L, and that's gonna be over for him. So yeah, that's it for the chapter, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching the videos. Peace out.